Binge the full week ad free over at patreon.com/inspired disorder.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Swipe Up, the 133rd episode of the show, where I share some posts from Instagram. This episode, I shared a lot of posts from the same person, so I kind of feel bad about that. However, let's get into it, regardless, because either the topics and the posts that I want to talk about. So starting off, the trial for George Floyd's murderer, Coven, is that his name? It started, and one of the police chiefs. There's a lot of people. I haven't followed it at all, really. I see clips here and there. Obviously, I'm sharing one of the clips, one of the posts. But this one is the police chief, Minnesota police chief, talking about how the use of the knee on the back and how it was done and why it was done was not correct. There was also like a doctor or scientist on last week talking about that, yeah, you can die from having the blood cut off to your brain, or your air cut off to your brain. I mean, the thing with the neck is a lot of people just assume being choked is like a restriction of air. A lot of chokes are a restriction of blood, because if your brain does not receive oxygen through your blood, then it will shut down. So there's that. But it's good to see so far, things are going in the right direction. Hopefully, Coven will be convicted along with his co-murderers, his co-workers that did nothing to stop the murder of George Floyd. But yeah, I'm not going to hold my breath, considering Trump got away with attempting to overthrow the government. There was no punishment in that. So, as far as how the justice system works in this country and who they choose to punish and not punish, seems to be very one-sided in a lot of situations. So I'm not holding my breath. But, if it goes the wrong way, then we're getting to perfect weather for more Black Lives Matter protests. So it'll be interesting to see how this all shakes out. Let's move on to more cops abusing black people. This time it is a black dude in his army fatigues. He was pulled over. I forget. He had temporary plates on a car that he just purchased from the dealership. That is why he was pulled over. That is why he was sprayed with mace and then beaten. I believe the cop is just on leave right now. I don't know. Maybe I could have been there's so many stories of this where nothing happens to the cop. But the way the cop handles this is completely ridiculous. It's a complete, as far as you would think that police officers would have a smidgen of respect for people who fight in the military, right? Because I'm sure there's a lot of police officers, including this fat fuck, who were never qualified, who were never able to go to the military, or they just were too scared to, put their life on the line for the country. I'm not a fan of, I think we should defund the military, defund the police. I don't think our government should be funding at the level it is funding organizations that are constantly ending the lives of people. They shouldn't exist. We're not at war. Why do we have the defense budget we have? Why do police departments have the budgets they have? It is ridiculous. Like, just a fraction of that. Just a fraction of those budgets. If you put that towards education, if you put that towards just civic services for people that need help, instead of turning everybody who needs help into a criminal. But this is just disgusting. Fuck this police officer. Fuck all cops, really. If you're a cop, I'm sorry. Maybe you are the good one. I would ask you, how many bad cops have you arrested? If the number is 0, you're not a good cop. You allow guaranteed you know bad cops. Guaranteed. You're not doing anything. You are the problem. So, the Blue Lives Matter can go fuck themselves. Go to Avatar Land, right, where there's blue creatures. But your employment as a police officer does not allow you to treat humans with this kind of disrespect. Moving on to a bit of zen, a moment of zen. This picture from Clark Little, kind of an amazing picture. A moment frozen in time just before the wall collapses. This wall of water, this crazy shore break at this beach. But it's just seeing how potential the massive potential for things to all come crashing down, not just the government, but with the environment itself, just our whole human society. It almost feels at times like we are at this moment, just before the wall crashes down, the giant wall of water, and we get slammed onto the sand. But it has been frozen, and it is a moment for us to breathe, because we are living in this moment, not living in the future. We're not living in the past. We're living in the now. We're breathing. We're feeling the air go through our nose and fill our lungs. Nice big breath in, nice big breath out. And let's move on to this trailer for a documentary that's just come out about the Asian hate crimes, and this is one of the artists that's featured in this documentary. So let's check it out, shall we?
The attacks on Asian Americans are not a coincidence. It's a deeply ingrained practice in the American psyche to look around and to pick somebody to scapegoat for the things that we cannot control, like our fear, the pandemic, and sickness, and to try to put a face on that fear. We are not afraid. We will not let you put that fear on us. We belong here. Asian American stories are our own. We will choose how to tell them, how we are seen, and who we are. And we will do it without the police. If we can all commit to solidarity and kindness and education throughout our communities, instead of leaning to racism to inform the way we scapegoat, what if we focused on the systems and the structures that create racism in the first place? I have a lot of hope for a world where we protect each other, we give each other power.
Maybe it's not a documentary. Maybe it's just documenting this artist creating this giant mural and posters all around town. Beautiful artwork as well, and I don't know. It sucks that we're living in a time where we're still dealing with this kind of these just ridiculous, nonsensical racist attacks. Whether it's the police killing black people or just Trump supporters attacking elderly Asian people, it's just a disgusting kind of reality to be a part of. I mean, it's heartwarming that there are so many people today of all races that are on the side of being peaceful and respectful to each other. I mean, after watching the TV show Them, if this were 1953, things would be completely different. It would be hell on earth for a lot of people, and it was for a lot of people, and still is today. But thankfully, not as much. But it doesn't matter because it still exists. Just this ignorant hate that's literally fuel. Like anybody, there are zero reasons why anybody should be supporting or supportive of Trump. There are zero reasons. Like I cannot comprehend any like any reason why, unless you hate people and you agree with the hate he has. If you like Trump, you're a bad person. There's just no redeemable quality that can overcome the fact that you love Trump or you support Trump. And he's not even the fucking president anymore. And yet, the conservatives still, like, it's insane. Like, they try to distance themselves from him, before he decided to become a terrorist leader. And then it seemed like towards the end, it's just like more and more people support him. I don't understand. They must be getting so rich when Trump is president. Like, it's insane how these conservatives do so much to support and protect a worthless human that's failed at everything in his life. 0 successful businesses, 0 success in a presidency, 0 success in marriages. The dude is a failure in every single way. And these motherfuckers have no problem supporting such just a monumental failure. It is absolutely disgusting. But it is what it is. Beautiful artwork by Squid Liquor. Right? And I haven't watched the full video. I'm not sure exactly where. I'm sure there's links and bios and everything. But let's move on to the last post here. Everybody's getting their vaccine shots. Everybody's getting their vaccine shots. You're seeing all kinds of not everybody, all the intelligent people that understand and believe in science, or just, they value the opinions of people that have spent their lives studying a thing versus propaganda machines owned by somebody that's not even an American, Rupert Murdoch, Fox News. Or I guess there's even more conservative news networks than Fox now. But none of those people are getting vaccinated, but a lot of people are, and it's great to see. I hopefully will be soon, at least get a first shot here, because they're opening everything up. Which is every time I check, there's no appointments available, and I don't have a car, so I can't really drive to, like, if I had a car and I felt like driving to LA, spending a day just going to LA to get the first shot, I could do that. But I don't go anywhere. I'm don't need to. If I'm like getting close to where I need to go get a job, part-time job or something like that, then I'll for sure. I mean, I'm gonna get it as soon as possible. Hopefully within the next month or two, I'll get my first shot. But yeah, it's a thing where I think that card that shows that you got your vaccination is going to be important, especially if they do like a vaccine passport for traveling and stuff like that, which so many people, the idea of it sounds very crazy and dystopian, but the idea to keep a pandemic from spreading again by, only letting certain people travel, that's one of the reasons why when Texas opened everything up, it affects people that don't live in Texas, because the people who live in Texas don't stay in Texas. People that live places travel to different areas. And if you are in an area that doesn't believe that a virus is dangerous to society, then you could easily continue spreading that virus all over the world just because your spot, it's okay to get yourself infected. But now you want to go. I don't know. It is what it is. It's disgusting. I can't wait to get myself one of these cards. And I hope everybody else out there is working to get their vaccine shot. It seems like it's going to be available to everybody here pretty soon. If not, by the time this episode comes out. But that's it. Let's do some shout-outs and get out of here, shall we? Shout out to NPR. I apologize to everybody who... I try to get more sources than just one, but it turned out 3 of my posts were from NPR. So shout out to them. Shout out Clark Little. Shout out squid.liquor. Most importantly, shout out to you. Go get yourself some amazing coffee from our sponsor, Station House Coffee, on Instagram, stationhousecoffee.com on the web. Go order yourself some small batch, single origin, premium coffee straight from Vermont. Let's support some small businesses, shall we? Shall we do that in this time of economic crisis? We support our small businesses and get ourselves a nice bag of roasted premium coffee to grind and run water through it and drink it and get all the benefits that you get from drinking coffee, like waking up, staying alert, get your mind right, get your body right, get yourself some Station House coffee. Follow them on Instagram, stationhousecoffee.com. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/Inspired Disorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com. And follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!